See, currently, the economy is, nobody knows exactly how the economy is going. I think about 3 or 4 days ago, Fed had a meeting and then they didn't reduce the interest rate. They left it the way it is to study the inflation, just to make sure that the economy is in good shape. So, what is going on is that if you feel you don't have to spend money, too much money, do not. Do not waste money out there. I will tell you, I mean, it's one of the things I keep on telling people. Do not waste money. Save your money. If you don't have to do things, you don't have to spend that money, do not. Because I don't think it's going to help. Okay? Do not. Make sure that you pay attention to the economy. And then I think I think the president signed some executive order or something like that. Try to, uh, ban some countries not coming to the United States. I heard some African countries are part of it. I think one of them is Burkina Faso. I don't know if it's true. So if you live in Burkina, you live in any, that's why I keep on saying that it's good to pay attention to the news. It's good not to watch African movies alone, but, pay attention to the news because some countries are not going to be allowed, to come to US, or even if they have to come in, is going to be very, very difficult. So if you read, I don't know, I will research and then send you update maybe next segment. But I just want you to know that you pay attention to it. Anytime I talk to people, it seems like a lot of people doesn't know what is going on. A lot of people read the news though this time, but majority of people doesn't, know what is going on. So pay attention to it and then let us move on. Another issue is that you see they are deporting people. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of African countries being deported. I've seen a lot of people from Caribbean being deported, but do not count yourself that you are not part of it. Because you know how dictators start? They start with people they think they can control first. So if they start with them and control them, those of you, minorities, Africans from different countries, you are nothing. You can just do it just like that. So anytime you go on your knees, you pray. You pray to God. You pray that God should give our leaders wisdom to change, advisors to give really good advice, not to use their emotion to do anything. That is one of the things that we don't really pray for, because we think as a Christian, mostly American Christians, they think everything what is going on is normal, is God, initiative, is God. God has, initiated it and it must happen. But let me tell you, God is not a hatred God. God is not a hatred God. God doesn't hate anybody. God doesn't hate strangers. God doesn't hate. As a matter of fact, Jesus Christ is not from Western world. Jesus Christ was born in, Asia, which is Israel, and then he was saved in Africa, Egypt. So Jesus Christ is not white. Jesus Christ is not black. Jesus Christ is not anybody. He is God, or he is Jesus, who he is. So if you said you follow him and then use that Christianity as a point to hate somebody, then you don't know what you are talking about. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what kind of prophetic message or the Bible you read and the knowledge you have. I'm telling you, you are lying to yourself. Folks, be attention. Pay attention to it. If you see anybody claim to be Christian, and then wishing somebody downfall or praying that somebody should be deported and all sort of things. Look, let me tell you, you see, nobody wants an illegals to come to your neighborhood. People you don't know. Yes, of course. But people need some kind of due process. They need to go through the system. Just try to see if they are not qualified to be here. Yes, of course, they should be removed. But not as a Christian, use your voice to support things that doesn't, to me, in God's eyes, is not good. So, look, I'm not trying to condemn anybody, but what I'm just trying to tell you is that it is very important for you to pay attention to what is going on. When you go to church, just pray. Pray to God. Pray that it's only God who changes leaders. Leaders' heart, leaders, it's only God who can change their heart. You pray that God should change them. If you're going through any deportation and you think you can't, unless God or there's nothing you can do, yes, there is something you can do. God can intervene. God can intervene. God passed through human beings to save his children. God passed through. Have you seen someone in jail, maybe deportation center, that somebody saw that individual over there, like or love the person, and then, get that individual out? It happens a lot. So God passed through so many ways to help people. And those of you who are going, let's say for certain reason you have to go, that's not end of the world. Just pray to God if you're Christian, and then pray that when you get back there, God should give you narrate to do what? To change your life. And God can do it. What we think is impossible is absolutely possible to God. What we think is impossible is possible to God. So feel free to believe yourself and trust your God, and pray all the time. For this Frimpson podcast, today is one of the episodes that we want to encourage each other. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, forward the videos to your friends, share the videos, and like it, subscribe it, because it's very important. We need to grow. We need to grow. We need to grow. And if you have any idea, anything we need to talk about, you can share it. Anything you feel we need to talk about, you can share it, and we will talk about it. We will make sure to talk about it, because if you don't love yourself, if you don't talk about your situation, you will never ever, get away from trouble, or you can never ever resolve your problem. So we need to start talking about things that will help us. Thank you, folks. And remember that Frimpson podcast is out there. Check our videos. We need to have more likes. We need to have more subscribers. Okay, thank you. And then we have a meeting next week. So those of you who are watching the video next week, try to check the next video that is coming. And then we have a lady coming to talk about loans. So first-time home buyers, if you want to buy a house, you haven't purchased a house before and want to looking for a down payment assistance, look, watch these videos all the time. Be part of Frimpson podcast group so that we can share ideas. We can talk to each other. And then now, one thing is, even real estate is very difficult to do what? Just to get sellers pay more closing costs towards buyer's agent this time. Some sellers are not doing it. That's why we have this podcast group, Frimpson Real Estate Services Group, that if you want to sell a house, you can bring it, we list it, and then we try to find somebody in the group to buy it. If you want to go through one agent to list it and then sell it, that will save you a lot of money. That will save you more money too. So feel free to join the group. If you want to buy, we have loan officers, we have real estate agents. I'm a real estate agent myself. I can help you. Or even my office, we have a lot of agents there that can help you. And then we are hiring more agents. Minnesota Realty Guide is hiring more agents. So feel free to just contact and let us see how we can build ourselves. We need to, keep the money in our community. You see what is happening Tesla. Tesla CEO is now, I don't know if he's regretting, but look at what is going on. People tend to forget that somebody has to help them make money. If you create, let's say you create this water bottle and nobody buys it, this water bottle will never, ever generate income for you. Before you can be a millionaire or a billionaire or whatever it is, somebody, has to buy this water bottle every day for you to make money. And so if by God's grace you create something and that thing is generating income for you, this goes to everybody, every minority out there. If you create somebody and that thing is creating money for you, don't forget about those people contributing their dimes and dollars and, to buy your product. Appreciate them. Think about it. If you become rich, just see them as people who help you. Don't try to think that you are the most richest so you don't regard them. Don't try to do that. Do not. So let us all, we learn when something happens, we use it as an example to study. Look at what is happening. A lot of companies, a lot of CEOs are losing money. Stock market is dropping and all sort of things. It's because of their actions. It's because of their actions. And then if you have a company, and because it doesn't matter where you live, either you live in Africa or United States, Europe, or wherever it is, if you own a company, for you to be successful, you have to treat your customers with respect. Treat them with respect. Even those who doesn't buy from you, still, they are human beings. And then either they can contribute to your business, your success, positively or negatively. So you have to. So if you are watching, if you are listening, and you are stepping into any venture, have sympathy for your customers, respect your customers, treat them right. Don't think with that money alone can make you successful. Money, you see, if you create unique product and then that product is saving lives, like this water bottle, people will buy it every day. But if people realize that this, even though it will save their life, they found out that you don't respect them, they don't trust your product, they will turn their back on you and then go somewhere else. So it's very, very important. If you're doing anything, even if you are doing a small business in life, make sure that you respect and treat your customers right. I do believe this is one of the things that normally I tell people. It's not easy to deal with millions and millions of people participating in your business. So if you're behaving, be very careful. If you are behaving towards others, be very, very, because you don't know who is, helping your business grow indirectly. You don't know. You don't know. So be very careful. If you live in Africa or you live in our community and then you want to run your business, as I said, do it right, respect others, and people to treat you and treat your product with respect. They will regard you as one of the person that helping humanity. See, sometimes I see people who contribute to millions of people in money to help poor people in Africa, Caribbean, Asia, and other places. I do admire them. I believe that God has given them the money through people like me and you, and they are giving back. They are not obligated to do that, but they appreciate the fact that people are contributing. And then there are some people out there who are even not contributing, but still they need help. So they are giving back. Oprah Winfrey went to Africa to open school to help others. Bill Gates is helping millions and millions of Africans. Some of them never even bought any of his product, never saw it, but still he is contributing millions to help them because he appreciates that people are helping him, and if people have helped him, he has to give to those who are needy. But there are some people who are making millions and then they want to steal from people. They don't care about other people. They want to get more. Even they don't care if the other people die or whatever it is, they don't care. Provided it's coming to them, they are all right. Those are some of the things we need to avoid if you want to be successful in anything. If you want to be successful, if you want to run business to be successful, just change. Have sympathy for human being. Have sympathy for human being. Trust that God touched those people's heart to help you grow your business. Do not be arrogant. Do not. Because at the moment you fall into that trap, your downfall will soon catch up on you. It is true. At the moment you fall into that trap, your downfall will soon catch up on you. Let us all come together as minority. Let us help our businesses. Let us respect each other. Let us make sure that we come together to build ourselves. Let us do things that, help us grow. That is what I feel. That is what I think. That's my belief. You see, this podcast that I'm doing here, some people will say it as maybe good. Others too will never listen. But I have to have respect to those even who are not listening. Because maybe they might not be interested, but they will just find something in it that will benefit somebody out there. So they will forward the video to that individual. So respecting is one of the things that you can never, ever run away if you want to run a successful business. But it's unfortunate that these days, a lot of people at the moment they make money, then they change. They change. Once media start covering them, their action changes all the time. And that is how God will look at you and said, you know, I gave you that money and then I have to take it back. If you don't use that blessing to help others, by using that blessing to, you know, oppress the innocent, the poor, the needy, remember, you are not going to be saved. You are not going to be successful. Because God gives and takes. God gives. You think it's your wisdom. Yes, of course. But God gave you that wisdom. You didn't create yourself. God created you. So the wisdom, maybe you have the IQ you think is, you know, God gave it to you. Either you like it or not, it's true. It takes someone with wisdom to believe that God gave them wisdom to do what they do. If you don't have wisdom, you will never believe in God. Somebody might take this one as offensive language, but I'm telling you the truth. If you don't have wisdom, you will never ever see God as the creator of everything. You think everything you are doing is you. It's you. It's you. But they tend to forget that there are God creation. There are God's children around you. There are people around you who support you to raise you up. See? So it's very, very important. I mean, I think if you are in any industry as a minority, it's good for you to pay attention to how you treat people. Even if you are majority, if you're a white man, you have money and you think people are nothing to you, you are kidding, you are joking, you don't know what you are doing. You don't. At the moment the people rise up against you, you run away. The same thing, if you're a minority, you are an African or Asian, Caribbean, and you're running a business or doing something and you think it is you and you and you alone, believing that you did it, so it's you. The time something bad happens or God opens people's eyes to see your wrongdoing, everything will catch up with you. So it's very, very important, folks. This is the time for us to change. Let us forward our video